That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns. And nothing tips off a broadcast.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in a the 4 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Rubio. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And, Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Back to Russell. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Ayton finds Booker. Takes a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Down low. Here's Okogie. The kick out to Towns. They get it back. Outside Russell to the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Over Rubio. That one off the back iron and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The pass to Johnson. Ayton dishes to Oubre, and it's good. 2 points.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. The try by Booker and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
It's tipped. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharge comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Minnesota also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Here is Carter after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Takes it from 10, and there's another one for the Timberwolves. 1:46 left in the first. And Booker kicks to Baines. Carter left side. Shoots over Culver. Phoenix no good that time either.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Russell no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The shot by Sharge, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Suns trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Carter finds Bridges. For three, Booker. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 5 now.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. Dishes it to Towns. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Baines high post. Here's Sharch. And Culver pulls it down.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Booker. That shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Johnson against Sharch to the right side. Wayman pass to Johnson. Over Sharch. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Baines missing. Culver with it. Bridges covering. Johnson outside. Pass to Noel. Back to Johnson. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Carter. Timberwolves also changing it up. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Beasley outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Pass to Ayton. Rubio outside. Back to Ayton. Rubio against Beasley. Rubio misses. Timberwolves leading by 7.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
For 3, Oubre. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Ayton. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we're just saying that because it's true.
Hernangomez passes to Okogie. Got a piece of it. Pass to Johnson. And now the Suns a fast break. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. Beasley outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
The pass to Jerome. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Oubre dishes to Saric. Second shot opportunity, and it's Oubre laying it in.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
Right side Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Reed. Here's Okogie, covered by Oubre. Reed, great positioning on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Booker the pass to Johnson. 11 feet away. Excellent D there from Beasley. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Suns trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Saric kicks to Booker. From deep. A putback. Saric on the follow. Saric has got his first basket of the night.
Saric being aggressive on the offensive glass, and that kind of activity is doing a good job gaining them some bonus points.
Good on the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Beasley against Booker. Minnesota leading by 5. Beasley outside. Okogie, the pass to Reed. Right side Towns. Another miss by Towns. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's stick. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. What a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 8 points and 1 steal. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at center. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Suns trail by 5. Oubre outside. Shot from 16. No good from Booker.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Towns kicks to Russell. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Here's Bridges. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Baines. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota leading by 7. Wayman pass to Towns. Fades back. Bridges with the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Back to Kaminsky. Pass to Bridges. Baines inside. Kicks to Bridges. Up and in on the layup.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. To the paint. Out to Carter. Back to Baines. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Russell high post. Baines is there. Yep, that one goes in there. Russell's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Here's Jerome. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Jerome's got his first basket.
Worked that one inside nicely.
There's the pass to Russell. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing. Suns trail by 7. And stolen by Russell. Johnson dishes to Culver.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And Carter with his second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Russell passes to Culver. Back to Russell. Shot from 12. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Bridges dishes to Baines. Back to Bridges. Pass to Kaminsky. And Baines kicks to Booker. Out to the right wing. Suns moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Reed in at the center position. Hernan Gomez against Saric. Here's Reed, and the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
It's tipped. Hernan Gomez passes to Reed. Beasley with it. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Side out.
That is his first foul of the game. Suns on defense. It's a 5-point game. Russell from long range.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Free throw drops for Ayton. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Rubio against Beasley. Okogie, the pass to Reed. He kicks to Russell.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Ayton finds Oubre. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. To tie it up. They get it back. Minnesota in the lead. Russell with it. Now guarded by Saric. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Towns, who's checked in for Minnesota. Stolen by Rubio. Ayton in the high post. Towns on him, and it's sent back by Russell. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And Saric kicks to Rubio. Booker outside. Back to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And the Suns miss again.
But sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. Now Hernan Gomez. Covered by Saric. And it's Beasley in the corner. And stolen by Booker. Rubio dishes to Oubre, and he banks in the layup.
Oubre, big time, stepping up, poised in that moment.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ayton against Towns. Back to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hernan Gomez finds Beasley.
Fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Ayton with it. He's picked up by Russell. Yep, it counts.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Russell left side. Over Rubio. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Out to Sharge. Back to Rubio. To take the lead. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell inside. Covered by Oubre.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Feeds it to Ayton. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Kobe, the pass to Towns. Pulls up, high post. And it's Ayton with the rebound. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
To the middle, Oubre finds Ayton. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Launches it. Sharge grabs the board. And now the Suns a fast break. Oubre inside the three-point line. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to... And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Johnson surveying the floor.
Johnson showing some confidence in his jumper right now.
The Suns shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executed. Bridges finds Booker inside. Ayton. Free throw drops for Ayton.
2 shots.
Ayton hits them both.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Beasley with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he can be pretty consistent out there, so the defense is going to have to force Beasley off the line.
For 3, Booker. Oh, Ayton in position.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Russell against Rubio. Shot from the top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. Booker the pass to Bridges. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And it's Here's Russell in the corner and stolen by Booker. Here's Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Johnson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Oubre's checked in for Bridges. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Up top, Russell. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Russell missing. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Towns throws it down.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
And stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Money!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Russell passes to Beasley. Down low. Yes!
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. They get the rebound. It's in!
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Rubio, it counts.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And it's Russell missing. From deep three-point range. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They escape with it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here is Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. To the inside. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Over Russell. Conley's shot is off.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Now, here is Russell. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles dishes to Gobert. Picked away. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Beasley inside, covered by Mitchell. They get a hand on it, stolen by Mitchell. Russell against Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Now Ingles. Clock at 6. Over Hernangomez. Ingles can't get it to go.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Mitchell left side. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Ingles. The 3 ball. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Back to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Tips it up.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Okogie, the pass to Hernangomez. Now the feed to Towns. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook, old school rebound.
Right block shot. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Inside. Pass to Hernangomez. Outside, Russell passes to Okogie. Shot clock at 6. Shot from free throw range. And Russell gets it to go.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline. Stays patient and earns the shots he gets.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Great open look there.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Down low. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Russell.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Jazz trail by 4. Bogdanovich dishes to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Russell passes to Towns. Over to the left wing. Beasley against Mitchell. Beasley kicks to Russell. Back to Beasley. Here's Towns. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. It's stolen by Mudiay. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Davis.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done. And the thing that stood out for me last year about Mudiay, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA, a career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
That one good for 2. Gobert's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Kicks it to Culver. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Davis. Gobert dishes to Clarkson. From 12 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Ed Davis.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. And Utah with a change here, too. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Utah has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Bogdanovich passes to Davis. Feeds it to Mudiay. Back to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson wide open. He fires. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Utah leading by 4. Clarkson on the wing. over Culver. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Reed, and he goes in for the dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And Utah has possession. After the basket by Minnesota. The offensive rebound. It's deflected, and they get it back. Over in the corner, Moutier. Culver with the steal. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. It's deflected and stolen by Bogdanovich.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he sinks the second.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
Russell kicks to Towns. Russell, and it's Russell with that extra effort.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Beasley dishes to Towns. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
At the top of the key, Gobert. Clarkson against Russell. They double him with Russell. Here's Clarkson. Rebound, Minnesota. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Russell. Ingles with the rebound. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Dishes it to Clarkson. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
You got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Now, here's Mitchell. He kicks it to Ingles. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Now, here is Russell. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Gobert finds Conley. Lets it go. That one a little long.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Back to Hernangomez. To the paint. Here's Towns. Rebounded by the Jazz. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Bogdanovich. To the middle, Mitchell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Mitchell. Conley against Russell. Here's Okogie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Staying with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Hernangomez. 1:09 left in the third. No good from Beasley. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Reed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Utah now. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
High post, Gobert. He's got 10. High post, Davis. Over Johnson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Clarkson. For the lead, and Gobert picks to Mudiay. Back to Gobert. He dishes it to Davis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pass to Culver. Here's Russell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
Back to Mitchell. There's the steal. So looking it over. Johnson outside. Oh, good with the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
His first shot coming late. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded.
Sneaky shot blocker. James Johnson is not the biggest guy, but he has the reach to do it.
And it goes down 2 points. Russell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Lined up there for Bogdanovich. And Lehman pulls it down.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Russell against Clarkson. It's Russell with the drive. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Now here's Beasley. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. No good from Hernan Gomez. Jazz trail by 4. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Towns, high post. And the dunk by Towns.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
The Jazz shooting 41% for the game. And it's Conley penetrating. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. Beasley with a clean look. Off target with his 3. Conley finds Mitchell. Inside, Gobert. He can't hit that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Timberwolves keep it alive. And that one is good by Beasley. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
He had stolen by Ingles. Towns with the steal. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the inside, Gobert, and the rejection by Towns. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Conley. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Out to the wing. Down low. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
5 on the clock. Ingles finds Conley. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Game on the line. You trust Mike Conley to deliver.
To the paint. Over to the wing. Passes it to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Towns throws it down.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Here's Mitchell. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of this game.
It's Beasley on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell passes to Conley. That one doesn't drop. Outside, Towns. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Now, here's Mitchell. It's in!
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight. We get a look at the sun shining in the building. Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now, here's Bogdanovich. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Booker. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Booker, no fear at going to the basket. He's got the size as a 2-guard to do that.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
You can see Ayton does a good job of just picking a line and running the court that time.
And it's the Jazz's ball. It's a 3-point game. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell passes to Conley. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Rubio. Booker dishes to Ayton. Gobert against Rubio. Inside. Goes up to the stripe. No good. Shot missing. The Jazz go the other way with it. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Deflects the pass. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Oubre. Gobert down low. Johnson's there. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Count that one.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
For Utah, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got his second bucket.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Stolen by Mitchell. Gobert with it. Now defended by Oubre. And they pick up 2. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Booker left side. Back to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oubre finds Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Now, here's Clarkson. Knocked loose. Here's Carter. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Outside, Davis. Back to Moutier. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Here's Moutier. And Baines pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And they get it. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 6.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Saric. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Clarkson is out there with Moutier. Then there's Davis. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here is Carter. Off target from three-point range. Clarkson finds Moutier. Back to Clarkson. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And pushing it up is Phoenix. Suns again in transition. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Gobert with it. Bridges covering. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Now Carter. Here's the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
O'Neal inside. Defended by Bridges. Gobert the pass to Davis. 5 to shoot. The Suns leading. It's stolen by Gobert. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. And Davis throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Jerome. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tips it.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Shots good by Baines. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats. and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Carter kicks to Bridges. Carter dishes to Baines. Back to Carter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Carter's got 8 points. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Gobert. Jerome with the rebound.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Carter kicks to Baines. Right wing. Bridges passes to Baines. Over Gobert. And that one hits back iron.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Ingles. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Rubio. Banked in off the glass. Rubio's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Rubio. Finished off the break. Rubio's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mitchell outside. Gobert trying to get open. Mitchell's shot is good.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Pass to Saric. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. But tried by Booker. The putback. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Good on the shot. Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
And you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
And a close game so far through the first 2. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Jazz shooting. Offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingles finds Bogdanovich. Back to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Shoots over Oubre, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kelly Oubre. It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Ayton's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. All alone. Conley on the follow. Conley's got 7.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Booker. Launches a 3. Rubio the pass to Ayton. The drive by Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Mitchell finds Conley. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Bogdanovich. Rubio with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. And it's Conley penetrating, and he makes good on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ayton kicks to Rubio. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Now Ayton, defended by Gobert. Fades. And it's Ayton missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Sharge checked in for the Suns. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Saric right side. The dish to Ayton. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Ayton missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Ayton dishes to Booker. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for Devin Booker.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
On the wing, Mitchell. To the inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
58 seconds left in the third. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. That one falls. Mitchell's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Down low. Here's Kaminsky. Ingles with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Mitchell with it. Bridges covering. Clarkson against Booker. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. O'Neal hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Booker the pass to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Bridges with it. Here's Carter. Count that bucket. Carter's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Sharch, that's good.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Gobert, and Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sharch finds Bridges. Here's Baines. The shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. 3-on-3. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. It's deflected.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Sharch, good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Mitchell outside. Bogdanovic looking around. Here's Clarkson. Got a hand on it. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Shoots over Clarkson. Here's Sharch. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's O'Neal. Bridges with the board. Suns leading by 4. Booker with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And he makes that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. There's the pass to Sharch. And the shot goes in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. To the middle. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Booker. That 3 off the mark. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Baines finds Rubio. The 8-footer. Again, Phoenix.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Mitchell. Rubio left side. Basket counts.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, gets it done that time.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Inside, Gobert. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Now, here's Rubio. He dishes it to Baines. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges. Gobert against Ayton. Ingles passes to Gobert. Back to Ingles. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And here's Phoenix. To the paint, stolen by Mitchell.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Gobert can't hit. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. This makes him a very valuable player in the league.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
It drops.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Now here's Booker. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
To the inside. Here's Towns. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Timberwolves passing it around. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Now guarded by Booker, and that one drops.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Back to Oubre. That shot no good. Towns with the defensive effort.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training set.
Booker left side.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Towns. Passes it to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Russell. Beasley for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Russell against Rubio. Russell with the bucket.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Back to Oubre. Now the pass to Booker. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Towns down low. Johnson on him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. James Johnson's checked in for 1. Hernan Gomez. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharge comes in for Johnson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Oubre. Rubio the pass to Baines. Booker dishes to Baines. Booker up top. Russell against Rubio. Takes it from 10. And it's Baines missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Now Beasley still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Suns.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the basket by Rubio.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
Here's Russell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter inside the three-point line. The three. That shot off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point. Culver kicks to Layman. Pass to Culver. Back to Layman. Timberwolves passing it around. He gets it in there. Reeves got his first points of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Jerome. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Reed. The dish to Culver. And then Culver with the dunk.
When Culver gets inside positioning like that, he bounces up with ease, and he's ready to bang it home.
Passes it to Jerome. Back to Carter. Fires from the wing. Baines controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Culver passes to Noel. Out left to the wing. Johnson wide open. He fires. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Baines. Can't tie it up as that one's no good for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And then Culver with the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Saric outside. Jerome passes to Carter. Got a piece of it. Now here's Bridges. Guarded closely. Out to Carter. Just 4 to shoot. Jerome cans the 12-footer. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Saric attacking. Feeds to Baines. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And then for Phoenix, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. And Oubre subbed in for Bridges. To the left wing. Culver passes to Reed. Over Ayton. Misses off the right iron.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And both free throws good for Oubre. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
The pass to Kaminsky. Towns with the steal. And taken away by Johnson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's a Kogi. Beasley kicks to Russell. And the 3 off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Booker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive. And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
5 seconds left here in the second. It's Beasley on the wing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first period came to... Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's a Kogi in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
That's tipped.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when a Kogi gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Oubre for 3. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And the basket by Rubio. And the Suns lead by 6.
Well, that's the grit and passion for the game that Rubio gives you. Unwilling to let a little physical play take him off stride and off course.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Ayton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And stolen by Ayton. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Beasley. That one wide left. Suns leading by 4. Carter outside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Back to Carter from deep. Kept alive. Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Culver. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Layman. Snatched away. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Johnson with the block. Beasley outside. Pass to Culver. It's Beasley on the wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Culver. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Saric. Another shot. And Layman pulls it down. Johnson surveying the floor. Beasley outside for the 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here is Rubio. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
Oubre dishes to Kaminsky. Rubio left side. Here's Ayton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And here are the Suns now. Back to Rubio. Passes to Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hayton. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier too.
And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns wide open. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 5. It's tipped. Oubre finds Rubio. Kaminsky with the bounce pass. To the paint. Here's Hayton. Goes back up. The shot that time not on target. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Towns with it. Now,
Great goodness! That was special. Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Rubio the pass to Booker. They need this one. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. Gets the bucket and the foul. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Rubio with a wide open look. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Minnesota in the lead. Russell looking around. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Towns has given them a huge injection of scoring tonight. A fearless, aggressive performance from the big fella.
Got that one up quick.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Russell against Rubio. Russell passes to Johnson. Kicks it out to Beasley. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Johnson puts it up from 15. Towns, no luck. The Suns leading. Booker finds Oubre. Back to Booker. And that one drops for him.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Russell dishes to Towns. Back to Russell. It's over Rubio. Russell, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Down low. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Kicks it out to Beasley. The pass to Johnson. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo, getting it done. You the man.
Johnson with the block. Russell against Rubio. The drive by Russell. It falls!
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Oh, he can't jam it home.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap. And a look behind the curtain here. Final prepper and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Mitchell looking it over. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
Russell against Conley. Beasley, the pass to Towns. And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Gobert after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. That's tipped. Gobert against Beasley. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns, banked in off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Ingles. The putback. Inside, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Out to Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Conley. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Here's Russell. Rebound, Utah.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And Russell gets it to go.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Now, here's Ingles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Beasley for 3. The offensive rebound. Out to Russell. From past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Russell's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Pass to Russell. Right side Towns. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Mudiay. Misses in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out to the right wing. Culver kicks to Towns. Johnson wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
We've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now, here's Clarkson. Towns with it. Now Johnson. And it's Towns penetrating.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Pass to Gobert. On the pass to O'Neal. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. All going up court. Pass to Noel. Back to Towns from 10 feet out. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Mudiay finds Gobert, and that one is off. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. Poked away. Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Mudiay. Not a lot of room. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside, Davis. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stayed with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gobert's got his first points in this one. Kicks to Culver, to the middle. Johnson against Davis. Now, here's Culver. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Clarkson. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. Fast break, Minnesota. A pull-up. Shots good by Noel.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mitchell in the corner. This one for three. And Layman pulls it down. Timberwolves on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Reed, defended by Gobert. Passes it to Layman. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Mitchell outside. Over Beasley. Here's Davis. And he finishes nicely on the way.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Beasley outside. It's stolen by Ingles. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got 8.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Beasley, the pass to Reed, and it's good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Reed with the rebound. And it's Beasley in the corner. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. The layup missed.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 12 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Here's Ingles. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
It's stolen by Ingles. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
On the wing, Ingles. Conley dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league. That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
And good that time.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Pass to Gobert. To the paint, Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. A solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Gobert. Yep, that one goes. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length. It's also the instincts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Russell finds Hernan Gomez, unloads from 9, and again it's Minnesota.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
The Jazz working the ball around now, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert has incredible length. When he's driving, he just rises up over the defense.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Back to Mudiay. The feed to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
Here's Russell. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Gobert, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Mudiay. Minnesota also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. To the inside, here's Johnson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And here's Gobert, 11 points in the game. Right at the free throw line, and it's off the back rim, no good. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Mitchell. Second chance shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
And Mitchell drops them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Now, here's Culver, covered by Mitchell. To the right side. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. A pass to Reed. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Excellent D there by Johnson.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Russell against Mitchell. 14 feet away with the tip, and it's Towns on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Feeds to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Here's O'Neal. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the length of Johnson really coming into play. Beats everyone to the ball, then right back up with it.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Now the dish to Mitchell. Over Beasley. Back to Gobert. Towns with the steal. Down low. Kicks it out to Beasley. Takes the 3. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Pass to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Passes it to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hernangomez. They get it again.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
There's the feed to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Beasley on the wing. Outside, Russell. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Towns. To the middle. And the officials call a traveling violation. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. And there's the pass to Ingles.
Aggressive move by Ingles. Has good size out of the backcourt. Able to challenge you inside.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Here's Russell. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 20 points.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Minnesota.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They have their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And yes, it's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. The Jazz with another miss. Pass to Evans. It's stolen by Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Noel, defended by Moutier. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Spellman with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a great look at our location. And
well, Kevin, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson finds Rubio. It's stolen by Ingles. Mitchell outside. Ingles with the ball. Here's Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And the pass to Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you a luxury to play smaller.
Here's Rubio, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Mitchell looking it over. At the top of the key, Gobert. The feed to Ingles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
Now here's Booker, and the shot goes in. Booker's got his second bucket.
Already you see it. Booker adding the strength to take the contact and win out.
Now Conley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is capable of outrunning almost every other big in the league. Nice job in transition.
Inside. High post, Gobert. Ayton's there. Shoots. Gobert can't hit.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Ayton, the pass to Johnson, over Ingles, and that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Passes to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And there it is for him.
Boy, hard to shade Rubio defensively. He's always mixing up the moves, stays unpredictable.
Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Ingles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, Joe Ingles, to me, specializes in mixing up his pace, and that's how he gets these calls.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Davis finds Clarkson. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. A free throw good from Mudiay.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
The Suns leading. Saric outside. Pass to Jerome. And here is Baines. And Davis pulls it down. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ingles kicks to Mudiay. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to Bridges. Over to the left wing. Here's Carter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And here is Ingles. Just 3 on the clock. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Joe Ingles is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Davis. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. And the basket by Ingles.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Carter dishes to Baines. Out to Carter. The 3. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Jerome passes to Baines. A second chance effort. And Davis pulls it down. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. There's the pass to Bridges. Now, here's Baines. Defended by Mudiay. Passes it to Baines. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Mudiay kicks to O'Neal. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Utah also making a switch. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Jerome, defended by Mudiay. Here's Saric, connects on the 17-footer.
This is a shot Dario Saric can make in his sleep. Give him the mid-range, he'll knock it down.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Conley finds Gobert. Six to shoot. Bogdanovich left side. Over Kaminsky. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Ayton, and you know that's going to be goaltending guy. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. Booker the pass to Ayton. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah trailing here. Ball's knocked loose. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. O'Neal, great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Back to Rubio. Oubre outside. Over O'Neal. Oubre, good. And the Suns lead by 1.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Shoots from the line. Utah with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
For 3, Booker, and the 3 ball is good. Booker's got 9 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Bogdanovich wide open. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back to the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good for the Suns. The first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room. And that'll do it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Rubio outside. Utah leading.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
A different look for Utah. Davis is checked in for Gobert. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Suns making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. Great play calling, great execution leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Baines dishes to Bridges over Ingles. Bridges misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside, Bogdanovich. To the paint. And that one good from Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Ingles against Bridges. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Moutier. Up top, Gobert. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Kaminsky. All alone and finished off by Kaminsky.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious attacking in the open floor.
Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Here's Sharch. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And that one falls from Saric.
Yeah, Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. He's a player who basically plays year-round.
Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 1:06 left in the third. Jazz trail by 3. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. No good. Saric passes to Booker. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Marks and dishes to Gobert. Not going to go that time. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Mitchell up top, covered by Rubio. Mitchell's shot is good.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Suns have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Free throw good, Booker.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
From the line, Conley's shot is off. Here's Ayton. 1 second left, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ayton's got 7 points.
That's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center filling out the middle. Mitchell outside. Gobert against Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
At the top of the key, Ayton. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Gobert. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, look at the fluidity in the screen and roll. DeAndre Ayton so good at taking what he sees in these sets.
Booker against Conley. Gobert trying to get open, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Conley. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Johnson outside. Bucket is good. Johnson's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Conley finds Mitchell. Over Rubio. And Utah again with the bucket.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
Booker looking around. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Conley, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy and puts the pass on the money.
Got a piece of it and taken away by Johnson. Kicks it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the attacking mentality right there of DeAndre Ayton. Nice drive.
Rubio against Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Conley. That one's not going to go. Good D by Booker. Pass to Ayton. To the inside. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Ayton. Ayton's got 3 assists now in this one. Conley with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for 8. And Dario Saric subbed in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Utah. Ingles is checked in.
Oh, when he gets out into the open court, Rubio is a very tough cover.
Mitchell outside. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And finished off by Oubre.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Your Suns, Ricky Rubio. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Rubio.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Moutier against Rubio. It's good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
The pass to Okobo. Out to the right wing. Here's Baines. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their